Krishna chased by Kalayavana.
Yes.
And tomorrow Krishna chased by Yashoda.
After I want to hear from you also. So that Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjali Hari
Jaya
Shri Chaitanya Vishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kalamahyam Vidati Savalantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Aparatam Shri Guru Vaishnavasya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagadana Advitam Tam Sajivam Advaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityaname Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatani Vanchagalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, that's all I have here. For the 3-day, 3-part series which we are doing currently, I told you the summary yesterday, and I'll again show you the quick summary in case any of you missed the session yesterday. I will show you the quick summary what I showed yesterday. This is the Samuel from Rani Krishna. On the left side, you are seeing the picture of Kalyavana trying to come, is looking at Krishna and identifying Krishna as the Vasudeva, about whom he had heard description from Narada. And then now he will chase after Krishna. In today's session, we will talk about that. And in the middle, he was trying Krishna Balram jumping off from Taurusha mountain. I discussed this yesterday at last time. So, in yesterday's discussion, we understood there are specific words used about Krishna Balram to indicate how they are not ordinary mortals, they are not ordinary humans. It is like how when they left the battlefield and ran a long distance, Chedatur Bahuyojana, it is said. But immediately after that, Tungamaruvatam, they climbed up a mountain which was 90 miles high. No ordinary human being can, after running a long distance, imagine 80 miles you ran. After that, you climb another 90 miles high mountain. After that. So they not only climbed, Nipegutu Adho Bhuvi, it is said, they jumped off from there. And they were seeing them jumping. So Krishna Balaram do a great adventure, but the amazing part of the adventure is nothing, no damage happens to them from such a great height. So the next verse says that they proceeded to Dwarka. That's all. And there is not one word any talk about any fracture or admission in orthopedic hospital or anything like that. So that goes to show the transcendental body. And also for them it is a sportive activity for them. And also for Krishna, Balaram, no danger is danger because nobody can harm their bodies. Their bodies are Satyananda Swarupa. Nobody can favor them, nobody can harm them, nobody can hurt them. If we try to hurt him, we will only hurt ourselves. So eventually Jarasandha was finished ultimately. So, and also it was said, Palayamanu Taudrishtva Magata Prakasan Bali. Seeing Krishna Balaram running away, foolish Jarasandha laughed loudly, derisively. But little did he know why are they running away. They are just giving fun to the devotees. Because God is not afraid of anybody. Even the fear personified is afraid of them. in this world. Actually, there is not a single demon who could overpower Krishna. Ultimately, all the demons were destroyed by Krishna. In Vrindavan, you see that. Krishna never is conquered by anybody else. In all the battles Krishna fought, he only won. And even with Jarasandha, Krishna won the battles 20 times. And then 18th time, when Lord went away from the battlefield for attending to Rukmani's letter, Jarasandha was foolishly laughing. Therefore, in the class today, right at the beginning, I want to say a few words about the faithless and the faithful. These two categories of people. Because we are not only reading these pastimes for relishing the pastime itself, we should draw some lessons for our own personal life and implement it in our lives. So from Jarasandha, we are learning how there are two categories of people in this world, the pious and the impious. Krishna uses the word Sukritina and Dushkritina. Sukritina means meritorious. Sukritana is always evil-minded. And both are meritorious. Both are actually very intelligent. But just like we say, perverted genius. You know what is perverted genius? They have intelligence, but they will misuse their intelligence and misapply their intelligence. Like for example, there are some politicians in India who developed a vengeance towards Rama and Krishna. And they very vehemently criticize the pastimes of Rama and Krishna, considering them to be ordinary human beings. And they mistreat the deities of Rama and Krishna, and they talk ill of Rama and Lord Krishna in their writings and in their speeches, in public speeches, because they are terribly envious. So Bashila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes there are 6 types of materialists. The first type of materialist is a person who has no faith in morality, no faith in God. The first category. They are two-legged animals, you can say. Vipana Pashu. No faith in morality, no faith in God also. Then there are people who have faith in morality but no faith in God. They say, what's the need for God? You know? We just have to be moral. Whatever is available on earth, don't quarrel. Let us all divide equally and enjoy, like the communists, for example. Let us divide, share and enjoy, not quarrel with one. Don't bring in God unnecessarily. Religion is the opiate of the masses, like Karl Marx said that, which means he considers religion as a damper of social progress, and he hates God and religion. But they want to use God's property. So Prabhupada said they want a kingdom of God without God. This is Ravana wanted golden Lanka without Rama. He wanted Sita, but not Rama. That's the mentality. So in that way, you find that kind of morality and no faith in God. That is one category you find. Second category. The third category of people, they have feeling that morality is important. And also, God is also good there. Because religion also helps you to become gentleman. But religion is not as important as although morality is more important. There was one leader in India who used to support the downtrodden people in the country. And he was very antagonistic to Krishna and Rama. So he would try to put Krishna and Rama on trial and talk about their pastimes as if he is the supreme judge of all that day. He will be the judge. He will decide Krishna should not have done this, Rama should not have done that, and Rama should not have driven his wife to forest, and Rama should not have, killed this fellow or that fellow. So now we can ask him a question, sir, who are you? Are you a bigger God than Rama and Krishna? This is arrogant people. They put themselves on a pedestal higher than God. They think they are better than God. In fact, they think of God to be like you and me. They say that, what is so great about Krishna and Rama? He lived 5,000 years ago. Krishna, he was also a coward boy. He was also a diplomat. He was a supporter of the Pandavas or whatever. So just like any other leader has come and gone, he's one of them. That tone they talk very arrogant. And Prabhupada says, they are such atheistic people are atheistic because of that lack of faith in God constitutes the sinful activities in the past and the present. So the more we commit sinful activities, then one tends to become degraded in consciousness. There are various reasons why we don't have faith in God. One of the reasons is sinful activities, and also depending too much on imperfect senses, or considering one's knowledge and 200 gram of gray matter to be very great, with which I can assess and estimate and judge everyone and everything, including God also. Too high estimation of one's brain. Yeah. Or one has stubborn obstinacy, Prabhupada says. Stubborn obstinacy. That means the adamant idea that I know everything. I know it all, syndrome. I know it all. And such boastful people, arrogant people, sinful people, they are called Namam Dushkritino Mudha, fools, grossly foolish. Jante, Nara, Adama, they are the lowest of mankind. In Naradama, Prabhupada says 3-4 categories. One category of Naradama never got sanskar as Garbhadana sanskar before birth, and after birth also, so by the parents, he never got any good sanskar. That's one type of Naradama. Another type of Naradama, Prabhupada says that people who abort the child in the womb, or people who kill the cows, such kinds of people are also Naradama, is the lowest among mankind. So people who indulge in all kinds of sinful activities, not knowing the consequences in future, neither do they know it, nor are they interested in knowing it also. So they are Naradama. So, and Maya, Apagata Jnana. There are some people who are knowledgeable about all these things, but their knowledge is stolen away by illusion. Like impersonalists, for example, are very proud of their knowledge, but they have no knowledge of God's true spiritual nature. And also Bhava Masita. Some people take to demoniac activities of like you find demoniac, like Prabhupada says, how they create bombs to drop to the world and destroy the living area. That's one demoniac activity. Killing cows is another demoniac activity. Maintaining mass slaughterhouses is another demoniac activity. With advancement in science and scientific progress, earlier they would kill occasionally one cow here and there. Now they have got huge gelatin machines that can cut millions of cows. That is the gift of their education, mundane education. So these are actually destroyers of innocent lives. Or now they have hospitals where they abort the children in the womb. And now there are millions of children being aborted all over the world. So in this way, these are asuras. Asuras means for the sake of pleasure, they will indulge and then they will destroy the children in the womb. They will not even let them see the daylight. Or they will destroy the innocent creatures like cows for the sake of taste buds at the time. So I told you about no morality, no faith in God. Then only morality and no faith in God. There are people like that. Then there are people who have faith in morality and faith in God, but their faith in God is subordinate to faith in morality. Those people try to say that if God fits in my morality box, I accept. If he doesn't fit in my morality box, then I don't accept. That kind of mentality. Then they have, because you see what the scriptures say, you can have a candle in a dark room, but you cannot have a candle to search the sun, because the sun's light, where is it, and where is candle's light? Dharmam tu sakshat bhagavat pranitam na vai vidu prishayo napi deva na siddha mukhya asura manushya kuto vidya dhankarana. That's a very, very famous verse in Bhagavad. It says that the dharma should only be spoken by the Supreme Lord. Nobody else has the right to speak. Even the most elevated sages and saints in the forest, very great scholars, literally those who got a oceanic intelligence, even they cannot speak. Even demigods sometimes are bewildered, like Brahma and Indra are also bewildered sometimes. Even they cannot speak the truth, but they can repeat the truth. What Lord has already spoken. The truth can be spoken only by the Lord. So therefore, I have never thought also our respect for Krishna and Rama as the Supreme God should be very deep-rooted. Without that deep-rooted faith, our devotion will, without that type of faith, our devotion will be eyewash. We will be just superficially doing something without any substantial understanding of that position. So, if you see the Bhagavad Gita, what type of firm faith Arjuna has? He says, Sarvame Tatratam Manyeyam Mamvadasi Keshava Nahi Te Bhagavan Vyaktim Vidur Devanadhanava. He's telling, my dear Krishna, whatever truths you have spoken to me, I accept them all in totality, he says. Sarvame Tatratam Manye, he says. Then, prior to that, he says, Param Brahma, Param Nama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashvatam Divyamati Devavadam Vibhum, he says. He's saying that you are the Parabrahma Krishna, Supreme Brahman, Supreme Abode, Supreme Purifier. And then he's saying, not only I am saying it, who is saying? Avustvam, Rishaya Sarve, all Rishis like Asito, Devala, Vyasa, Narada. Everybody is saying what I am saying. I'm not just glorifying you as a sentimental friend. Even Rishis have glorified you as a Supreme. He's saying, and now you yourself are declaring to me that you are Supreme God. Now I accept it all in totality, he says. So here is the point. Hearing with faith from Krishna means accepting the truths that Krishna presents without any compromise. That's one aspect. Another thing, Prabhupada says, there are four categories of people who come to Krishna. Chatur Vidavadante Mam, Jana, Sukritirojana, who are they? Arto, Jignasu, Artati, Jnani, Chavaradharshava, say. The four categories of people. Those who are distressed like Artha, like Dhruva, sorry, Artharthi like Dhruva, Artha like Gajendra, and Jignasus like Chaturshkumaras, Ashwadeva Goswami, and Jnani Chavaradharshava. So, Shuddha Goswami was a Jnani. So, in this way, these categories of people are pious people. They have faith in the Lord. And they are not ordinary. Out of this four also, Jignasu and Jnani are superior to Artha and Artharthi. Artha and Artharthi come due to distress and need for wealth. Whereas Jignasu and Jnani, they are more advanced. Jignasu is searching after what is soul, what is. So he is Artha, Artharthi, Jignasu, Jnani. So Jnani is actually not ordinary Jnani. This Jnani is a Sthitadhir Muni. Sthitadhir Muni means he has already realized that Krishna is all that is. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. He is searching after, Jignasu is searching. Jignasu is understanding, I am not the body, I am the spirit soul. Whereas Jnani is understanding, the spirit soul is not the ultimate, Krishna is the ultimate. So these people are not ordinary. These are pious ones. So Sukritina, Dushkritina, two types of people. So the Sukritinas have faith and Dushkritinas lack the faith. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur talks about 6 types of materialists I told you. Those who have no morality, no faith in God. So what is the second one I told you? Those who have faith in morality but no faith in God. Third one, they have faith in morality and faith in God, but the faith in God is subordinate to faith in morality. That means they make the spiritual, they try to fit in the spiritual truth with the material truth, isn't it? But they have to know, even in a country, the Prime Minister, Chief Minister, and all, they are allowed to go in a road where there is one way, they can travel 2 ways. You know that? People with a car with this thing in the top of the car, they see that, the bulb glowing. They are allowed to actually break the traffic rule also. Yeah, they don't have to follow the signal or anything. If they are given freedom, why not God? What do you think about God? And God will never do any harm to anybody. Well, if he's apparently breaking, like stealing butter from Gopi's homes, or speaking lies to Yashoda, that money for Leela is doing, he is not going to cause any harm to anybody. Even Lord Mahamadeva, when he said, I want 3 steps of land, he apparently cheated Bali Maharaj. But then he took Bali back home, back to God, and made him one of the Mahajanas. What he gave, great gift he gave. So these fools don't know that Lord's so-called lie Our so-called stealing activity and all these things are all on absolute plane. They are pure and spiritual and worshipable. And they're all Dhyana Mangalam. They're all Shravana Mangalam. They're auspicious to hear about. Dhyana Mangalam means auspicious to meditate upon. And they are all purifying. They do not know. They try to fit in God into the small morality. And the other three are Dharmadvaji. Dharmadvaji means he is so-called religious person, but he's a cheater. Dvaji means janda, your flag. He has a flag of a religious person, but actually he decorates himself like a religious person, but he's not truly religious. He's a hypocrite. Dharmadvaji. Then there is a Nirvisheshwadi. Nirvisheshwadi is an impersonalist. Then there is a Prithakveda Mahuda, which means worshipper of multiple demigods. Considering you can worship anybody you want. So these are the 6 types of materialists. Why demigod worship is called materialist? Because they are worshipping demigod for getting something in return, material. They aren't interested in any perfection of life. So now these 6 types of materialists do not have genuine faith in the Lord. Therefore, you will find that the ascetic mentality people will come in this category also there. Oftentimes in the first category, no faith in God and no faith in morality also. Such kinds of people. So yesterday we were discussing about this Jarasandha. Jarasandha is a faithless asura. Therefore, you find when Krishna Balaram are running, he is laughing at them, thinking that they are afraid of him. That is due to his Dehatma Buddhi. Due to his own false pride that I am great and they are insignificant. And that kind of notion, and they have faithless people. So, in 9.3, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Ashtadadana Purusha Dharmasya Parantava Aprapyamam Nivartante Mrityu Samsara Varmani. He's saying that if somebody has no Shraddha in the path of devotional service, they will not return back to Godhead, they will take a U-turn and come back to the world. He's saying, Aprapyamam, without attaining me, Mrityu Samsara Varmani. They come back to the Mrityu Samsara. He's saying. And those who have faith in me, they will go beyond this material world and they will attain the spiritual world, as Krishna said. So therefore, these 3 days of pastimes we are discussing, one of our goals is to bolster our faith in the Lord and His characteristics. So yesterday, what type of faith we have to cultivate based on the pastime yesterday, that Krishna and Balaram are running away from Jarasandha, but they are running long distance, Cheratul Mahiyojana, and Tungamaga Tamgiri, they climbed up a 90 miles mountain height and they jumped off from there, defeated to Adobhuvi, but they didn't damage their leg, damage their body is transcendental, and their activities are all divine. They are playful for the sake of entertaining the devotees' hearts, and Lord is doing that. अनुग्रहाय भक्तानां देहं मानुष्यमास्थितः भजते तादृशी क्रीडा या श्रुत्वा तत्परो भवेत्. The Bhagavatam says that by hearing this transcendental versions of Krishna, which are like Manushya Cheshta, Manushya Cheshta means they look like human-like activities, the devotees find Krishna very endearing to their hearts, very pleasing to their hearts. When Lord is running away with the rest of the devotees have good fun. See how Krishna, 17 times he defeated, and the 18th time he didn't want to defeat. And why is he running away also? Jarasandha doesn't know. But Krishna is running away because he is going to attend to the Rukmini's letter. And also Krishna didn't want to tackle both the fellows together, Kalayavana and Jarasandha together, because many of his people will be damaged by that. Therefore, he is making an arrangement to separate the 2 wars, one with Kalayavana, one with this thing. So, and also, a foolish Jarasandha tried to burn Krishna Balaram, which is also an offensive act. Trying to put firewood all over the Radheshyam mountain and set it on fire. Even to think such an act is an offensive act. And that's why the demons have no consideration, whether it is God or the other living beings. For them, they have to flourish and others have to perish. That's their mentality. So in this way, in the Bhagavad Gita, you understand through many verses where we find faithful devotees of the Lord. They are devotees of not only faith in Krishna, they have faith in his deity form. They have faith in his sacred texts. They have faith in his promises. We should have faith in Krishna's promises he has given in the scriptures. They have faith in Krishna's actions. Even if some act of Krishna is ununderstandable to my mind, it's bewildering to me, I will consult the advanced devotees, and they are very advanced and they know why Krishna did what he did or why Krishna said what he said. So that kind of faith, implicit faith devotees have. Devotees don't criticize Krishna, they don't imagine some act of Krishna to be wrong. So devotees have very simple faith. Recently, this one minute. One, I just show you, I will see it. See here. See, he's saying, these are the experiments they were showing. So many experiments are being like this. How does it say emanate positive energy? Now there are many now many modern day inventions are so uncovering many of the truths given in the Vedic literature. And the more people hear them, they are like taken by surprise. So some people momentarily get, oh really? Oh, maybe the Vedas are completely correct. Vedas are true. And I think it's high time I should also take Bhagavad Gita and read. But then their faith is short-lived. They get amazed for a moment and then they go on with their daily routine. Isn't it? But the devotee is not like that. Devotees of the Lord, that faith is not just short-lived. The faith has to be persistent faith, long-lasting faith, and then the faith should also lead to commitment in terms of chanting, in terms of reciting the scripture, in terms of developing faith in all items like the deity form of the Lord, the Vaishnava association, the holy name, the Chanamrita, the holy deity, and all these things. So now we are proceeding with the second pastime today. So some of you might not have been there yesterday, so I'm just showing you the PPT. PPT I showed you in case I can see that now. So, yeah. So Jarasandha attacks Mathura, and Krishna Balaram easily defeats him 17 times, I told you yesterday. And then, so there's a war, and there was a big celebration of Krishna Balaram's victory. And then Krishna constructed the Dwarka fort and overnight transported all the Mathuravasis to Dwarka. And then now, just prior to that, you can see the Kalyavana attacks Mathura. You see now, who is this Kalyavana? You see, there was one Rishi, Gargya Rishi. This Gargya Rishi was one time teased by Yadu Maharaj. So he became angry with the other Kumars and he wanted to trouble them. He wanted to show them that I can be of nuisance for you. So he consumed iron powder, and he begot a child in the womb of one lady in one of the apsaras in Praja who had come. So that child became Kalayavana. He became Kalayavana. And because this rishi consumed the iron and then produced a child, it became a very strong child. And the child was actually born to threaten the Yadus, to trouble the Yadus. Because you trouble me, now I trouble you. That's the whole idea. So when that fellow grew up Kalayavana, so he was born for that. Naturally, he went to Narada and asked, who is the combat for me in the entire creation? So Narada said, best personality is Vasudeva. And then he went to Mathura city with 30 million soldiers. Because Kalayavana never found any human worth fighting them. But British Yadus are the best equals, he thought. So now, when he attacked Mathura, Krishna told Balaram that Mathura is in danger from both sides. One side Jarasandha, one side Kalyavana. Therefore, they made Dwaraka, Krishna made them transport all the residents there. And then nobody could enter the Dwaraka fort. So this way they were all protected. See here, Krishna is making the same. Dwaraka. You made the Dwaraka and you made a very beautiful fortress, completely protected. So then everybody was safe now. After that, in this chapter, chapter 51, deliverance of Muchukunda. Now we are going to read the first part. Between 1 to 12 verses are very important. I'm going to show you that. This is a picture I showed you. This is Kalyavana arriving at Mathura to chase after Krishna. He is looking at her Vasudeva. Let us read the verse now. Right. That's the previous chapter. This is 52. This is 51 chapter beginning where the Kalyavana is now coming. And so there's a very beautiful description of Lord Vasudeva, whom he saw. Kalyavana. Can they say that after me? Shri Shagavacham Ambilokya Vinishkrantam Ujjihanam Yivodupam. He's saying, Tambilokya. At the time, Kalyavana saw Lord Krishna, Ujjihanam Yivodupam. He looked like a full moon coming from the clouds out. Darshaniyatamam Shyamam Pita Vasasam. See, Darshaniyatamam means Krishna was worthy of seeing. Darshan means seeing. Darshaniya means worthy of seeing. Darshaniyatama means he was the topmost object worthy of seeing with anyone's eyes. That means you can see the perfection of our eyes to see such a beautiful form of Shama, he is saying. And sometimes they put like in India, I saw on billboard, they put Cinderella deserves a second look like that, they put board. They talk about woman's beauty or some cute looking baby, baby's beauty. But here it's talking about the Lord's beauty. The gopis are saying that when Krishna is coming in the evening back, they see the Lord's beautiful face. They are cursing Brahma. Why did you create these eyelids, which keep on blinking, due to which we can't continuously see Krishna? Like that they are saying. So therefore here, even the Asura, Kalyavana, even he was amazed. He considered Darshaniyatama. And Pita Kaushali was from Lord was wearing a Pitama. Srivatsa Samrajat Kaustubam Takandaram. So here is not coming, huh? I thought I'm showing it. This minute I'll show you. Okay. Prasudirga Chaturbahum Navakanjaruneksham. Yeah. So in his chest there was a golden hair. She was where Lakshmi ji resides. And that was shining, radiant. And Kaustuba, he was also wearing a Kaustuba jewel. And Prasudirga Chaturbahum. He had 4 long arms, bluish arms. And he looked like a blue lotus. Navakanjar Ananeksham. His eyes were like lotus petals. Very beautiful eyes. Nitya Pramuditam Shriman Sukhapolam Shuchispitam Mukharagandam Vibranam Suran Makarakundalam. See, Mudita means smile. Mudita means Prakashta Rupena Mudita means big smile on the face. He had a big smile. And Nitya means always. That means Krishna's face is always a smiling face. On the top of Kali also is smiling. Even in the battle of Kurukshetra, he is smiling. Even when he is, when Arjuna is capturing Ashwatthama, that Prabhupada is writing that, Arjuna had coppery eyeballs, British eyeballs, whereas Krishna had eyeballs, eyes like lotus petals. That means even in the presence of such an event like, capturing of the Ashwatthama, Krishna's eyes are never affected by any vengeful attitude or revenge or anything like that. They're always like ever cheerful. And Mukara Vindam, Vibrana. His face is also like one full blue lotus. Suran Makarakundalam. His Makarakundalam, the sharp shaped earrings are glittering in his ears. Like that he saw. Vasudevo Hyayamiti Kuman Shri Vatsalanchanaha Chaturbhujo Aravindaksho Vanamali Sundaraha. Hey, Vasudeva, I am correct. This is Vasudeva. Like that he is saying. Kuman Srivatsalanchana. I am 100% confirmed. Why? Because he has got a Srivatsalanchana in his chest. Golden hair in his chest. And also Chaturbhujo Aravindakshu. He has 4 hands and his eyes are also like lotus petals. And Vanamali Atisundara. He is wearing a Vanamala in his neck, which is also very extremely beautiful. That means, he said, Lakshanay Narada Proktai Nanyo Bhavitumadhati Virayudaschalan Padhyam Yosse Anena Virayudaha. Lakshanay Narada Proktai. Narada gave me some Lakshanas, symptoms. Exactly they are matching with this fellow. This cannot be anybody else other than Vasudeva. See how fortunate he is that he could ascertain the personality of Vasudeva. There are many people in this world searching after God. They can't clearly ascertain God is personal or impersonal. And even after they answer, after God is personal, they don't know that Shiva is God or Krishna is God or Vishnu is God. People are confused. They are accepting any demigod to be God. They are confused. Even after studying millions of scriptures, millions of pages of the scripture, people are unable to come to a conclusion. Chaturvedis are getting bewildered, even after studying the four Vedas. Whereas here you find, because he heard from Narada, he could ascertain the truth. So we also can learn that lesson. Hearing from Guru Parampara can give us a conviction. If one has faithfully heard and rendered service, one can develop a firm conviction that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Once Prabhupada was in Vrindavan, there were two Panditas with big turban. Prabhupada called them and asked them, can you tell me who is the absolute truth? They're looking at each other and say, Swami, you have asked a very difficult question. If you have to explain from Vedanta Sutra or Vedas, it will take us hours and hours to explain the absolute truth. And Prabhupada saw some Gurukul children playing. He called one of the Gurukul boys, come here. He asked, please tell me, who is God? And the small boy immediately said, Prabhupada, Krishna is the great personality of Godhead, he said. And Prabhupada immediately gave him a sweet in his hand. And the boy thanked Prabhupada and smiled and he ran away. And Prabhupada told these two Panditas, look at you. You don't even know what a child knows. Because the child has found faith in the words of the scripture, is heard from the Guru Parampara. And you have studied and speculated so many scriptures, you are unable to arrive at it actually, he said. So here comes the point. Prabhupada gives in one of his lectures a nice example. When there were two children talking to each other, one child wanted to touch the fire. Other child said, hey, don't touch fire. It's very hot. It's dangerous. Other child said, how do you know that? Did you touch it before? And child said, no, I never touched it. And how do you know it? Because he said, father told me. So the child said, okay, well, your father told me, but what is the assurance it may be hard? He said, no, I have full faith in the father. I don't have to touch and learn. I can learn by hearing. So this is Guru Parampara, Prabhupada says. Guru Parampara means, Prabhupada has said Krishna is the personal Godhead, you will be able to accept it. Similarly, Sarvabhattacharya, he was Rajapurohit, and he was the king's guru, Prataprudra's guru. So as soon as Prataprudra's heard from Sarvabhattacharya that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, without a doubt he accepted, firm conviction. So in Guru Parampara, this is how the truth is accepted in the spiritual lineage. So now Narada gives two type of directions. Like Bhasmasura also asked Narada, he said that, whom should I worship? Narada guided him to go to Shiva. And then Narada knew very well that this Bhasmasura's mentality is polluted mentality. He actually he has a destructive mentality. So then he went to Shiva and he did a conference in Kedarnath. And then Shiva appeared and then he took a boon for, destroying anyone by touching their head. And then finally, the end of the pastime, he find himself was destroyed. Now, on the other hand, Narada guided Dhruva Maharaj to go to forest and see Lord Vishnu and attain all perfection. He got his material desires clear. Somebody may ask, why Narada gave two different guidance? One fellow gave destructive guidance and one is a very constructive and progressive guidance. One may ask, great souls like Narada know very well. The best way the demons can benefit from the Lord is to get their bodies destroyed and get liberated by the Lord's touch. That itself is glorious for them because if they are killed by the Lord, they will get liberated. If they are killed by somebody else, they will glide down to hell. So Lord has saved them from going to hell. And that is very similar to, for example, imagine if you have a boil in your hand, big boil. You go to doctor and doctor says, this boil cannot be killed by medicine. You have to take a scalpel and knife and then you have to cut it. The demons' impurities are increased beyond limits and they only have to be liberated. They cannot be purified. So therefore, Narada, understanding that, he sent this fellow to go to Vasudeva. Iti nishchitta yavanaha radhavattam paramukham anvadhavat divukshastam durapam apiyoginam. Here comes a very great confidential truth is coming here. Iti nishchitta yavanaha, having ascertained this truth, this yavana, kala yavana, what he did? Pradhavat. He ran behind Vasudeva. But what did Vasudeva do? Tam paramukha. Lord Krishna turned his face away from Paramukha means God did not show his smiling face to Kalayavana. And then Anvadavar Jigrishtam, he ran behind Vasudeva. His idea was that Jigrishus means crush Krishna's body. He wanted to run behind, capture Krishna and crush him. Crush him and kill him. That was his idea. For such people, why will Lord come in his grip? Dul apam abhiyogina. Even great yogis traveling at the speed of mind cannot capture the super soul Lord in their heart. What to speak of this demon? How will he capture? Okay. So these are all very important. The Bhagavad is a beautiful scripture. It teaches us a lesson. If you approach Krishna with a loving mentality, then Krishna will show his smiling face to you. And if you go away with the mentality to exploit Krishna, kill Krishna, then Krishna turns his face away. Paramukam, he says. Now, similar verses I will show you. When Krishna goes to the... Now, what happens here? Now, after this, the demon chases after Krishna. And then Krishna goes ahead. Now, you see the next verse what it says. Hastapraptamivatmanam harinasa pade pade nito darshayata duram javanesho trikandaram. See, Hastapraptam means Krishna appeared that he is going to come within his grip. Hasta means only one hand distance. That much distance Krishna ran. Why he did like that? So that the demon will not give up hope. He will run behind him. Hasta praptam iva atma. I'm about to catch him, like that he fell. Harinasa pade pade. Step by step, Krishna ran ahead of him and leading him. And this fellow also ran behind him. And then Krishna took him to an Adrikandaram. He took him to one cave in a mountain. There what happened? Palayanam Vyakule Yagasya Tavanositam Iti Kshipan Nanugato Nainam Papa Nainam Prapa Hatam Shubha. So, while chasing the Lord, the Yavana cast insults at him. He was yelling at him. You took birth in the other dynasty. It's not proper for you to run away. But still Kalyavana could not reach Lord Krishna because his sinful reactions had not been cleansed away. Ahata Shubha. So, therefore Lord did not want to be touched by him. So, he ran away. Evam Shiptopi Bhagavan Pravishat Girikandaram Sopi Pravishtas Tatranyam Shayanam Pratishedaram. Although he was insulting, Lord did not speak back. Lord kept mum. And silently he was running ahead. And then he entered into a mountain cave where there was a man who was Shayanam, who was sleeping. And Lord entered that particular cave. So there is a, here this was a surprise, this Kalyavana. Nangasavdora maniya Shikte mamya sadhuvat Itivat pachitam mudhas Ampada samadharayat. He was saying, hey, this fellow made me run behind him, at last suddenly entered a cave and he went to sleep. So he thought that who went to sleep? Krishna went to sleep. See, Jiva Goswami is commenting here. He's saying, how Krishna could be suddenly lying? How could he consider this to be Krishna? Because the lying person was having only two arms. Krishna was also showing four arms. So this fellow didn't have common sense. Who? Kalyavana. He was fooled because of deep darkness and anger. See, whenever we are very angry, we become fooled by anger. Like the Jiva Goswami says. So, who was sleeping there? There was another person called Muchukunda king who had helped the demigods in a great war against the demons. And then the demigods had given him a benediction that he can go to sleep, and if anybody comes to disturb you in your sleep, simply by standing at them, he can burn them down to ashes. And especially they gave him the wound because he told that Indra may disturb me anytime. And all the demigods told Indra will not disturb you because if you look at him, you will be burned down. So he will not disturb you. So they gave him assurance. Now he was sleeping there. So while sleeping in this way, when Krishna entered the cave, he went and stood by the side. As you will see in this picture here. See Krishna standing in the side, you are seeing here. Lord is standing to the side. And here he is looking at Kalyavana here and he's completely burned down. Kalyavana. So, in this way, yeah. So, therefore, what this Kalyavana did after entering the cave, Iti Matva Achyutam Mudas, thinking that sleeping person to be Achyuta, Tampada Samartaraya. He gave a kick to the sleeping person. At that time, the sleeping person opened his blanket and looked at him, and then this fellow was burned down. So, and now, what is the next section very important here is you will find that Muchukunda was very surprised. Who is that personality? Because I'm sure you know. You will ask Bhagavan. Yes, Samprapto. You ask Krishna here. See, Shri Muchukunda Uvacha. Bhagavan is Samprapto. Vivekam Girigarbhare. Abhyam Padmavashabhyam. Vijarasya Kantake. Bhagavan. Oh, great personality. Lord Krishna, who are you? Here, Samprapto. I have obtained you in this cave inside this mountain, and your feet are like lotus petals. And you have crossed through the jungle which is filled with thorns and thickets and pebbles and all. How did you walk with this lotus feet so far to this cave? And he's asking him. Kim Sri Tejas Vinam Tejo Bhagavan Va Vibhavasuhu Surya Somo Mahendro Va Lokapalo Aparo Apiva. He's asking, who are you? Are you sun god? Or are you moon god? Are you Indra? Are you one of the Lokapalas like Varna or somebody? Who are you? He's asking. Manye Tvam Deva Devanam Prayanam Purusha Rishabham Yad Bharate Guhat Bantam Pradipatha Pravayayatha. I definitely consider you as God of all gods. He's saying that, you know, you are the chief of all the, you must be the chief of the three gods, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, must be the chief. You have completely dispelled the darkness in the cave by your presence, he's saying. And then he's saying that, you know, please describe about your truth. And then first he is telling that, actually there's one more verse where he says, when I looked at him, that's when I got burned down to ashes. But when I look at you, my tejas of my eyes, Kimship Tejasvinam Tejas, that's one verse that I left it a little ahead. He's saying, when I looked at you, the tejas of my eyes became diminished. That goes to show that you are not an ordinary person, as he says. Because my eyes have the power to burn down anybody, but my eyes lost the tejas by seeing you, because your tejas is more than my tejas, as he is saying. And then he's saying, my name is Muchukunda Raja. I am coming in the lineage of Ikshvaku. Although Ikshvaku is a great soul, I am not a great soul. I am a very simple person. I am a Chatrabandhu, like that. He very humbly introduced himself. Please tell me, who are you? Yeah, tell me. Here he says, read this. Tejasa te vishakhena Bhuridat tumna shaktumaha Adojasa mahabhaga Mayo Asidehinam. You are unbearably brilliant, effulgence overwhelms our strength, and thus we cannot fix our gaze upon you. O exalted one, you are to be honored by all embodied beings, like that is telling. In this way, when he spoke like this, Evam Sambhajito Rajna Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavana Pratyar Prasan Vanya Meghanada Kaviraya. In this way, when king asked him the questions, Bhagavan Vasudev, who is the origin of all creation? Pratyaha, he responded to his question. Prahasad, he was smiling very broadly. And Vanya Meghanada Kaviraya, his voice was as wave as a tumbling cloud. So the Lord is now speaking now. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Janma Karma Vidhanani Antime Sahasrashah Nashakyante Anusankyatum Tatvan Mayapi. The Lord is telling, my dear king, Janma Karma Vidhanani, you're asking about my birth, my activities, and my names. There are thousands. Which one can I tell you? Nashakyante Anusankyatum. I won't be able to tell you all my names and all my forms and all my activities. Anantatman happy. Actually, I have unlimited. Even Ananda Shesh is unable to count the Lord's names, forms, qualities, and activities. So the Lord's voice was rumbling as a cloud, and at the same time, it was very sweet also. Yeah. Kvachit rajam sivivame Pativan yudu janmavihi Gunakarmabhidanani Name janmani tarvichit. You know, the scientists may be able to count the number of dust particles, on Earth. But no one can ever finish counting my qualities, activities, names, and births. Why? Because when God comes to the world, he performs so many pastimes. And so many of his qualities manifest. Haridas Thakur in Harinam Sundramani tells Lord Chaitanya. Like in the ocean, there are waves. In a wave, there are water particles. Similarly, the waves are compared to the Leelas, and the water particles are compared to the qualities that manifest in the Leelas. So, Lord's every pastime brings out so many qualities and behaviors of the Lord, which are very soothing and pleasing to the heart of all devotees. And also, as soon as he doesn't act, immediately gets a name. When he sits in the chariot of Arjuna, he is called as what? Parthasarathi. When he lies in the lap of Yashoda, he is called Yashodananda. When he goes with Nanda, he is called Nandananda. Isn't it? When he is herding the cows, immediately he is called Gopal. Immediately. Or called Govinda. So as soon as he doesn't act, immediately he gets a name. So therefore his names are innumerable, millions of names he has. Yeah. Kalatrayopavannani Janma Janmani Nendruva Anuttanto Naivantam Gachanti Paramarishaya. O king, the greatest sages enumerate my births and activities which take place throughout the 3 phases of time, but never till they reach the end of time. Tatapi adyatanyanga Shrinashvagadato mama Vidyapito virinchena Kuraham dharma uttaye. Okay, don't worry, my dear king. I will answer your question. Shrinashva, hear now. Requested by Brahma on the prayer of Bhumi Devi. Bhumer Bharyamanana Asuranam Shayacha. To destroy the Asuras and to protect the Bhumi, Brahma told me to come, so I have come here now. Avatirno Yadukule Grihamanata Dunduve Vadanti Vasudeveti Vasudeva Sutam Hima. Now, in this particular life, I have appeared in the family of Yadus at the home of Vasudeva and Devaki, and people call me therefore as Vasudeva, and therefore my name is Vasudeva. Be pleased with that, like the facts. In this way, the Lord spoke to Muchukunda, the cave. So now it's time now, time is up now. Tomorrow, beginning of the class, I will discuss a little bit about this Kalyavana's episode of Kalyavana chasing after Krishna. At least 10-15 minutes, I would like to say some comments about this. We'll begin with that and then go to the third running pastime of Krishna, which is Krishna chased by Yashoda. This is much different than these two fellows, Kalyavana and Jarasandha chasing. So, Prabhupada ki, Prabhupada ki. So, would you like to add anything, Prabhu? Yes. Prabhu. Thank you. So, although Krishna appears to be running, Lord never has to run away from anybody. If he is running, it's a pastime, either for the pleasure of his devotees or for teasing the other. Yeah. Thank you very much. Right. You have questions? No. You have questions? Anybody? Comments?
Just comment to that. I think as you mentioned that a lot of these materialists, the 6 types, they have made commentaries and they have actually derided Lord Krishna and Lord Ram.
Exactly, yeah.
But now after coming into the Guru Parampara, and that's the most powerful part, that they have clarified and all the pastimes, like people which have brought up, especially like Lord Ram, Sita Ji, right? Those type of controversial ones, right?
Yeah.
And I think now I have firmly concluded that Lord does everything only for its devotees.
Correct.
Either to give them transcendental pleasure or to even the punishment is for their betterment.
Right.
It is only for our or to
Nothing,
give glory to the devotee.
Nothing can come from the Lord which is harmful for anybody else. And anything emanates from the Lord is all love. And that firm conviction will only come in the hearing Guru Parampara. Unadulterated messages coming in the Guru Parampara. Thank you. Shri Prabhupada ki. Jai. Jai.